Hi, Synth, and thanks for your rec contribution. So I pretty much agree with Gabe here that one of the central things you should improve for this lesson is the sort of flashy little lick thing that's it's a kind of thing that is there to give you extra brilliance over the whole piece of music. So if you miss that, it's like you missed the peak. So it's a bit, I would say that's a priority. Even sometimes nailing the fast part is not always a priority. But in this case, there's a lot of focus on this one and only fast part. So I'm just going to address that quickly, how you can go about thinking or fixing this. So I would say that even though Morris obviously according to both the way he plays and the tab, is doing a mix of pull-offs and strict alternate picking. You can get away with doing pull-offs only, and it's still gonna sound pretty cool. So I think he does. Whoops. So it's like the A and the D string, or the D and the A string, they are being totally picked. So 100% picking. And the rest is pull-offs. But if you want to do it all pull-offs, that's fine. It's not going to give you quite the same attack, but it still sounds pretty cool. However, the problem is, I don't think that your left hand is quite up for doing it either way yet. So that's what you have to address. So I don't think your left hand is up for doing it with legato only. So you should probably do this. Super relaxed. If you want to with a metronome, this kind of thing, if you try to push speed, it's not going to help you very much because you're already in that range when you're playing. One can see that you're really on the limit there, and being there is really not taking you forward. So you have to take a step back in order to take a big step forward later on. Now, if you want to practice the picking version of it, you could also both do the legato practicing and strict picking, and at the end of it, you can choose how much of each technique you want to use. So you could practice. One thing that's essential for this kind of picking run is what is sometimes referred to as downward pick slanting. So you should really have your pick like this to facilitate that kind of thing. That is very hard to do if you put the pick like that, or I would find it impossible. So downward pick slanting is key here. And of course, if you do legato and just pick once per string, it doesn't really matter as much, but you could still hold your pick this way. However, if you are practicing or going for the picking version, then you're going to have to, I think, lean into this kind of right-hand posture. I hope you can see this. Not like this, but like that. Not like this. Like that. So I hope this little deep dive into this specific run is helpful to you. Keep up the good work.